Ha! Feed the world. Tune, man, tune. I tell you what it's like, yo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't mind a bit of Michael Jackson. You know that Michael Jackson Earth song. What about Africa? What about us? What a fucking tune that is. What a tune that is. Not gonna lie to you. Got a few peeves. We've been New Year's Eve. I've been thoroughly enjoying myself. Been working on this gut. Got the gut off, I think, nearly. You know what I mean? Been smashing it out, man. Smashing it out. Putting sweatsuits on its sauna. Rushing it out in sauna. You know, come on. I need to shed. I say I'll shed a couple of stone. If I could get to 17 stone, that'll be amazing. You know what I mean? From 1910, that'll just bring me back into the fucking fighting weight mix. You know what I mean? I don't think, man. I'm 6'3", yeah, but I think 17 stone for 6'3" is perfect. When you've got the likes of Joshua and all them, yeah, and fucking getting down to like 17 stone descends, and they're 6'10" beasts and 6'6" and 6'7". Same as Fury. Fury's a natural 25 stone man, yeah, and he gets down to like fucking 20 to 19 stone. You know what I mean? It's just part of the parcel, like, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. My dieting hasn't been 100% at the minute, but I've just been having like one meal a day to get me through. A good meal, but a big meal. But when I've been speaking to the nutritionist, portion control is a massive, massive thing in dieting, weight loss, or training. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to portion control myself, but for the time being, I'm going to let the cheeky Vinctos be my portion control. And that's without no shit talk, because I don't lie. You know what I mean? Only people that lie in this world, yeah, are people who's got hidden agendas or scared of anything. There's no point lying. You're better off just being 100% honest. And yeah, if people like you, like you. If they don't, they don't. That's life. There's nothing you can do. You know what I mean? There's an old saying: you can make one person laugh in the room, but you can't make everyone laugh in the room. You know what I mean? There's always going to be someone who don't like you. You know what I mean? So anyway, regardless. But anyway, guys, I've just put a short video on there about the homeless videos I've done. I'm going to release them in a few hours when it gets to midnight. Just like I explained on the short, I made sure I kept the camera down and I recorded on the camera down before these people gave me their blessing and permission, and I never peer pressured anyone into giving me their permission about their life stories before I fed them, because it just wouldn't be human of me if I loaded a load of McDonald's up or cooked a load of food and started going, oh, you come here, and then started chucking a load of meals. That's a pretty shitty thing to do. So every one of them got put in the motor, got put in the unit, yeah, sat down, heard the story, and gave me the full disclosure and disclaimer that they're happy to be on the internet, because that's the right thing to do. No poor bugger wants to have a camera rammed in the face when they're going through the worst time of their life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm more open-minded now. Do you know what I mean? I know what it is. I know what they've gone through. I've had people in my family who have done these things, who have lived rough, and who have suffered on drug problems. So I'm open-minded. You know what I mean? So we're all human beings at the end of the day. Don't matter if you got a penny in your pocket or you've got £1 billion in your account. End of the day, we're all human. Yeah. The most important thing in your life is family and health, because you can't take it with you. Because at the end of the day, when it's all done, you see him upstairs. He's the one that judges us all. You know what I mean? And there's a verse in the Bible what I read when I was down at segregation, when Jesus went to Lazarus, yeah, and he said to Lazarus, he said, forget everything now and come with me and join the pilgrimage. Leave everything you own and come with me. And Lazarus said to Jesus, how can anyone do such thing? You know what I mean? And Jesus said, I kid you not, it is harder for a rich person to jump through an eye of a needle or a camel of a needle to get into the walls of heaven. You know what I mean? Because money is the root of all evil. It's nice to have, don't get me wrong. It is very nice to have, you know what I mean? And whoever's got it by the right ways, God bless them, you know what I mean? And it is what it is, you know what I mean? But I'm happy, as long as I've got food in my stomach, and my family's happy, and I've got my health, I'm happy. And that's that, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to lose another family member, you know what I mean, whatsoever. My dad was my life, you know what I mean? He was, you know what I mean? He made me into the man I am today. And it is what it is. We can't go on about it all year. We're all men. We all man up. Bad shit happens, and obviously tragedies happen. You know what I mean? But everything happens for a reason, no matter what. God's done what He's done for a reason, and I've got every faith that He's got a good bed in heaven. But I'm getting on here now to thank everyone in His personally, because listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't get on here like a woman and start going on about mental health, but I promise you now, I've had times where I've been in dungeons and self places, and I thought, do you end it here? You know what I mean? Do you end it here? Suicide like everyone else. And you know what? Holy Spirit comes amongst you, yeah, and says, no, you don't. God gives His hardest battles to His hardest soldiers. And as long as God is with me, yeah, then nothing can faze me. And I fucking mean that from the heart. I mean that from the actual heart, you know what I mean? I do, you know what I mean? So I know when my time comes and comes to them heaven gates, God can see in my soul, you know what I mean? I've done a lot of bad things in my life. A lot of bad, yeah, but I've never been a wrong, and I've never done bad, evil stuff, you know what I mean? I believe paedophiles and sex offenders are the evil people. Don't get me wrong, I've hurt people, I've beat people up, I've done things for money, you know what I mean? I've committed crime, but I've never been a wrong, ever, you know what I mean? And to say don't judge these people because everyone can be forgiven, that's in the eyes of God, you know what I mean? But I just think personally, you know what I mean, there's some limits you don't cross. Like when I used to go to church in prison, and they used to say to us in Hull, look, some VPs are going to be mixed into this service, meaning sex offenders. And the priest used to say, everyone deserves a second chance, blah, 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 blah. There's no hierarchy of sin in the eyes of God. And there's only one man ever born without sin in this world, and that was Jesus Christ, which is obviously right. But at the end of the day, as a human being myself, and I mean, I've got family with a lot of children in it, you know what I mean? Me personally, I had to sit at front of that service, and I can't mingle with another wrong 'un, because if I do, I don't know if it's costing me age and still a young fucking madman, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I can't have people like that around me, you know what I mean? And also, people around me who sit on two sides of the fence. You start going into prison and doing things, and then they're all making statements. I was brought up in this world by my father, who did over 20 years behind bars, my dad did. You do not make a statement, son. If you are a fighter and you are fighting people, it doesn't matter if your arm's hanging off, your legs are hanging off, you do not make a statement. And I never will, ever, because that's who I am. I've got pride. I'm a proud man. And God rest in peace, Tony May. And Happy New Year, my daddy up there. But thank you very much for all you all helping me through it. Because I'm telling you now, if it weren't for you guys on here helping me out, I'd probably be in a fucking nut house. I'm telling you, I'd probably end up in a nut house, or things could be worse, I could end up back to jail. But them days are done. I will never ever go back to jail, ever. That's my promise to you, my New Year's resolution. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm on a good path, I'm on a good journey, and I feel very good inside. And it's all because of you guys. Thank you very much. And I love you. And I'm just putting it out there now. You know what I mean? As a fucking man, as a man. I could cry right now, but you don't cry because you're a fucking man, yeah? I love you all. Thank you. Happy New Year.